YouTube family, what is going on? If you're one of these people that get their feathers ruffled by new technology, different brand names, a different TV, a different way of thinking, and somebody else's opinion, this is not the video for you. This is not the video for you, because the reason I'm saying this is, you know me, I've only bought Sony TV sets for the last, I don't know, 4 years, 3 years in a row. And I've had OLED TV sets. I've had about 10 or 12 of them, maybe even more than that, 15. I've had LED TV sets. And between the two, I always liked OLED better. Until I had someone tip me off on this TV right here. This is the Samsung. Yes, guys, Samsung. Fade has bought a Samsung TV. QN900B 8K television set. And I was always one of these people, oh, 8K doesn't make a difference, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. But realistically, guys, I never could afford an 8K TV set. I mean, they started at, what, $6,500 when they first came out, some 10,000 in that range, depending on the size. Now they're a little bit more affordable. So I kind of decided to dive into it after a good friend of mine explained how great this TV was and that how he could not believe it. And this guy is an OLED guy as well. Actually, he's an everything guy. He is basically, I think he's had like maybe, I don't know how many TVs, but an uncountable amount of TV sets. So he knows his stuff when it comes to actually taking these home and trying them out. Yeah, even more so than me. But this particular TV has the Samsung Quantum 8K 64. It's called the 64, and what that is their HDR that nobody seems to mention. It's built from the ground up for 8K, as opposed to, I know the Sony Z series, you cannot. They're using their XR Reality 4K chip to basically, and they manipulate it a little bit so it will do the 8K. But this is actually built from the ground up for the 8K panel, and this particular panel is completely flawless. I could not believe when I got it out of the box how lucky I got in the panel lotto. Some people may not. I used the original firmware. I kept that on here for obvious reasons. Samsung's notorious for giving a good TV. So that is the negative on Samsung. I like to keep the original firmware on my TV set, and I've been burned before with the what is it, QN900B, if you guys remember that one. I can't believe I remember the model number. Wow, I'm impressing my own self there. But this has perfect blacks basically for an LED. It's right there with an OLED TV. I mean, right there. If I was playing a content for you and I brought you in the room, you wouldn't know if it was an OLED or an LED TV set. It's almost like the QD OLED is trying to get the perfect brights. So that's the same comparison, basically. They're trying to get the perfect brights on the OLED, and the LED, or this is the mini LED, is trying to get the perfect blacks. And at 1,995, I believe it is, local dimming zones for the 75 inch is what you're seeing here. It is spot on. I could not believe how great it looked. It was like, as soon as I brought it in the room, every family member noticed the crisp detail, the perfect black level. It was just an amazing TV set. Could not believe it, guys. I cannot believe. I mean, I bought a Samsung over. Most of the time, I just grab a Sony, and I don't even look at anything else. The color accuracy is there. It has that calibration tool that automatically, you put your phone up to it and it calibrates the TV for you. That actually works. That actually works, and as you can see, it's accurate as hell. You might have to do it a couple times to get used to how it works, but it actually does work. Now, of course, I'm having Sammy come out here to do my TV. Sammy Prescott, one of the top calibrators here in the United States, and he'll be out here in the next few days, and we're going to even tune it up even more. He's delighted to basically tune up this TV as well, and we're going to go ahead and, you know, tune it in, fine tune it even better than what it is. Now, it does have 14-bit contrast mapping as opposed to the older Samsungs, or not the older, but the 4K sets. They don't have the 14-bit contrast mapping, so that's another thing. In the apps, people were talking about the Tizen. Now, the reason I haven't put out a video right away, I've had this for about a month now, is because I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what everybody was talking about, the pros, the cons, and I wanted to present to you guys an honest video on the TV to see exactly what it's all about. It was crap, it was bull crap, it was people hating on it, it was people with their stupid biased opinion that after having the TV for like a week or 3 days or something, they take it out of the box, they set it up, and then they give you the video, which is, I mean, that is not even a good way to do any type of video, to be honest with you. And I've been accused of, not accused, but I've been guilty of that as well, just throwing up a TV and just getting all excited and rah, rah, rah for it. But I've actually had this for quite a bit of time to mess around with it, check it out, and give you guys an honest opinion. So, with that said, this is the best TV I've